On today's menu, the Taylor 414ce-R. Hey, James G here with Tarpley Music at Fort Worth, Texas. But remember, you can always find us online at tarpleymusic.com. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, it would be great if you could. Just hit that subscribe button right there and join us. So I'm holding a Taylor 414ce-R. This is a new, beautiful guitar by Taylor that is giving you a new tobacco sunburst. If you look at this gorgeous burst, it's got this nice dark brown, almost a caramel into the fade. It's just really gorgeous. They did change a few things here. There is a different inlay. The rosette is actually an agoya shell. There's a different inlay in the fretboard, but everything else that you would see is exactly what you need in an amazing workhorse guitar by Taylor. So this is the grand auditorium shape. Now there is a 412, which gives you the grand concert shape, but notably there is a 417 now, which gives a grand Pacific shape to that. So really cool addition to that. It is not a cutaway, so it is just a full body guitar that's also going to be available. This, of course, rosewood, back and sides, absolutely gorgeous sounding, looking, and everything in between Sitka spruce top. And then I still got my ebony bridge, I got my ebony fretboard, I got ebony pins, and of course their black tusk, and then their micarta saddle, and then the scale length, which is the measurement here between your nut and your saddle, is 25.5. So standard grand auditorium, and of course it is Expression 2 system that just really separates the beauty of the electronics and Taylor from anything else. So absolutely gorgeous guitar. We feel really honored when we get to see these things before they come out. And this is, of course, no exception. So I'm going to quit yapping because what we want to do is just mic up this thing, and then we'll play it in direct and have some fun just listening to it. All right, so the first way we have it is this is just literally direct. So I'm just going into a DI box right into the interface. So if I was to get home, plug in the guitar, just throw it right into the interface. Hey, I want to write some recording ideas. This is what you're going to get. Now remember, on the Taylor ES2 system, you do have treble, bass, and then volume. And these are active, so you are actually boosting and gaining. You're not just rolling off highs or anything like that. So you have a lot of control over the EQ of that as far as boosting and gaining, which is another reason I just love these direct, because they're so powerful direct because you have that kind of control. So I'm just going to play and just kind of mess with some of the settings here, and then so you can kind of get an idea of what it sounds like when it's direct. All right, so the second way we're going to hear this is I've got an AKG C214 mic here, which is a large diaphragm condenser mic. A very common way to mic acoustic guitars. A very simple way to do it with one mic is to use a mic like this. In fact, we've got a video about a lot of simple techniques right here just to get some ideas on miking acoustic guitars if you're new to it. Very simple way. It's very effective. I'm just usually kind of get about anywhere from like 6 to 8 inches away from the guitar, and I tend to start at the body, and I will slowly spin it towards that 12th fret until I find a spot that I really like that's not over booming or what I think is crystal clear. And so here we go, and we'll do it here. Sometimes when I'm recording at home, I like to hear, especially when it's a really nice pickup system like this, is I'll bring some of that direct signal back in and mix it with the condenser. So even in this setup, it can work really well if you're going to capo up to get some higher pitched stuff. So I'm using a Taylor capo that is a fabulous capo that I've used quite a bit now, and it can actually stay at the end of the headstock. It's really, really nice. So I'm just going to go up here and do some capo stuff again so you can hear how full it still sounds even when it's a little higher. All right, so the last way we're going to demo this guitar is with using two small diaphragm condensers in what we call the XY pattern. So they're small diaphragm condensers like this, and they're pretty directional. So you're going to get the capsules at a 90-degree angle like that, and then you're basically getting everywhere from kind of about this part of the sound hole all the way up to the neck. Move that just a touch there. So it gives us an overall kind of here. And then what I do is I won't hard pan all the way left and right, but I'll do about 30 on each side, and really gets a really nice full sound onto this. So this is no direct signal, it's just the mics. All right, so we've heard this beautiful guitar direct and mic'd on its own. Let's hear what it sounds like in a mix with some other instruments. All right, let's hit it, boys. Okay, so a few takeaways on this guitar. So when our rep came in and took it out of the case, handed it to me, of course, it's so cliche, but I knew it was going to play well. Like, because every Taylor is just very, very consistent about its playability, because Bob spent so much time on that, before the change and when Powers came in and all that kind of great stuff. So, and the finish, it's gorgeous, this tobacco sunburst. I love a brownish kind of a burst like this. There's a classic with the red. But so it's really classy, looks really, really good. But more importantly than that, I mean, it sounds amazing. I mean, we try to give several different ways to kind of give an idea what it's like to sit here and play it. But we can't, you got to come down here and really get that feel. So those takeaways are, capo, no problems there. I haven't had to tune this thing pretty much the whole time we've been sitting here, and of course the ES2 is always great. So it's exactly everything I would expect from a killer workhorse Taylor guitar in that 400 series with a really great finish. I mean, and the really cool different with the inlay and here, and then the rosette and stuff. So, you know, it's another win. It's like, hey, here's another great instrument. We're going to change a few things, but worth the change. Of course, they are adding that 417 as well to that series. So I'll be real excited to get to play one of those because that's a new addition to that series. So very, very cool here. So Taylor, you know, a very playable, a great playable guitar. It's always going to play great. Looks great. So we have a lot of Taylors here. We're very fortunate. We've been a Taylor dealer for a long time at Tarpley. And so these are really, if you're an acoustic player and haven't really had that Taylor experience, I recommend coming down and playing some. It really is a different animal in some ways, and they're all great. A lot of people make great guitars, but everyone kind of has their niche. So the Taylor's, for one of theirs for sure, is getting this playability sound and getting more body of sound now by moving up to the V-class bracing and stuff. And I just think it's getting better and better. So I had a blast doing this. This was really cool to get this guitar. Looking forward to seeing how it does and all that kind of great stuff. So hope you got some excitement or enjoyment or just liked listening to the guitar. Make sure you hit the like button if you did. And of course, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. We'd love to have you as part of our subscribers. We'd love to see what you have to say. You know, we'll get comments and people will comment on the comments because guitar players love talking about the stuff, right? What they agree with and don't agree with and all that good stuff. And so it's fun. It's fun to do. And if you're interested in whenever we drop new videos, if you'd love to be a part of that, we are dropping videos every single week. With just these videos, we're introducing new series, new gear, and even shorts, all kinds of stuff we do all the time. So if you'd like to know, just turn on notifications and we'll see you on the next video.